too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden road, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper?
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in shop for the Iracing League, presented by Iracing, and all the fine folks out there knocking it out of the park. Tell you what, wonderful time for racing every single weekend. You know, it's Sunday. All-Star race happening on NASCAR, and we got some Watkins Glen happening here on the Iracing platform. It's been a week for racing. We got the Nürburgring 24 going on through the iRacing platform. A lot of folks out there sending over submissions of things that we were seeing, and tell you what, this has been a week for iRacing. I tell you what, absolutely phenomenal series happening this week. From racing the iconic Watkins Glen here for the iRacing series, the AMP Racing League, to getting out there and running North Wilkesboro, some iconic tracks on the circuit this week, and fantastic series that we've been able to be a part of. Here's your race information for today's race. They're going to be running 40 laps. They do have the same tire changes and one fast repair that you would normally see. Track temperature at 104 degrees, so we saw in practice that the track temperature is about 90 to 91 degrees. The air temperature is just a degree more than what it was in practice, but speed's a little bit faster during qualifying for the most part of what we're seeing with these drivers. So 113's pretty much on board. We'll see if anybody's going to be able to top that 112 mark. I think that's where these Cup cars are very comfortable with. But yeah. Now we're through week 5 here for. Oops, sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Week 5 here for the series. Chris Cornett's gotten back-to-back wins. Cornett will be on board for today's race as well. I do believe at the tail end, I don't know if he's going to qualify. A few drivers haven't qualified yet. They do have a 10-minute qualifying session, so they'll be looking at that. So Las Vegas and Chicagoland knocked out of the park. Next week we'll be at Auto Club for an 80-lapper, Bristol Motor Speedway. The week after that, that'll be my halfway point with the series. But they are halfway basically after next week. So once we complete this race in week 6, we get into week 7. That's halfway through it, and they have a championship race at Texas Motor Speedway. It'll be somewhere in the middle of July. It'll be good. So they should be taking. I do believe they're taking. Look at the schedule. They're going to be taking next week off. A lot of people taking the next week or so off because of what's going on in the iRacing circuit and in the world. Memorial Day weekend coming up, which just it takes a lot of a lot of our time away, not just their time but our time over at Signature Esports. So we'll be seeing them very soon, shortly thereafter that. But I tell you what, this will be entertainment value at its best. Point series. I want to go down and take a look at the points, of course, in the standings on what's happening with this series. I believe that everything is on iRacing, I do believe. Standings, there it is. Yeah, we usually do it this way. Give him a moment. We will get the points loaded in here. We do have a couple driver cams. James Beard's going to be on VR today. The Beardness, Sir Beardness, has a little one running around and getting himself in tow. Running. I like my VR drivers. I think they have a lot more spatial awareness out there as well. Andrew Davis is going to be there. There's the missus on camera as well. Good to see Andrew out there. And Ryan, who is looking for a strong night. He's going to be there in P3. Or driver cam 3. Put down a hot lap. We've got a few laps of practice in. That's pretty much where it is. It's 3 driver cams today. Normally they have a little bit more full of a field, but road course racing can say, no, we're good. So, all right, let's take a look at these points. Let me bounce them up here for just a second, and we'll get all that worked out. There it is. Here's your points. Chris Cornett leads with 2 wins. He's got a 149-point lead over Andrew Davis. RB Turner third in the point standings. We'll take a look at starting grid here in just a second when we get that all situated. Aaron Ryan fourth. Jordan Lane in fifth. Thompson, Scruton Daniel, James Beard, Josh Barr, your top 10 points for the series. You see the difference there, points 149, 134, 1 point separation for RB and Andrew Davis. So it's going to be tighter the longer the season runs, and we'll see if anybody can really separate themselves. Drivers are loaded in. I'm ready to go. Josh Barr, 10th in points, coming into today's race, is your pole sitter here for the AMP Racing Series. Aaron Ryan will be outside poles. Zukic will be there with James Beard at row number 2. Andrew Davis, RB Turner will be there, row number 3. Zach Thompson, David Ament will be there, row number 4. Boisvert is going to be there with Scruton in row number 5. Watson, Jeremy Daniel, row number 6. Chris Cornett, final driver in today's race, will be at P13. Just right there. There it is. Our audio part of the platform over here does help sponsor the series. When we have some more information on that, I did reach out and ask for some information on that. So we'll see if he's going to be, if Aaron will be able to take care of that and give us that information. It'd be fantastic. People get busy in life, and I did reach out for. He'll take care of everything. Signature Esports is a platform for sim racing and gaming, everything gaming. That's what we call it. We do like our games. We do like paying attention to what pretty much everybody does. Josh Barr, the Toyota, will be able to load in. I believe here he is. $32 there in spirit. Love it. Appreciate you, sir. All right. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're going to talk about this race course. It's a beautiful one. Here is how everybody is going to be lining up. Turn 1, phenomenal turn. It carries on the front straightaway with a ton of speed, a lot of downshifting, a lot of corner exit. Probably see a lot of off tracks. You got to remember about these drivers do have to remember they're going to have to keep it on the racetrack. One of the things you do not want to do is have too many incident points. Going to give you a penalty, and that'll change your race and change your dynamic. Up through the S's, 2, 3, and 4 will be the sort of the best time here. When it comes to this racetrack, the S's are probably one of the trickiest sections. A lot of people think that the bus stop and the carom section is, but I think these S's, just because of how much grip you lose coming over the top of that hill, up through turn 2 and turn 3, it definitely changes the dynamic of the race car and can float you around. So if you want to carry speed, you kind of almost have to get the tires up to temperature to be able to do so. Turn 4 is basically a whole bunch of little turns put back into one. It's going to be this one right here. This is where the bus stop is, or the inner loop is what they call it. The inner loop has a travel section. If you miss the inner loop, you'll have to stop and give yourself a stop and go penalty. The outer loop right here, turn 5, when it comes to how Watkins Glen scores it. Technically, if I were to score the loop or score the turns, it would be 11 turns. But the way that the track facts and the track map scores it, that's turn 5. They don't count each individual turn in the bus stop area or the inner loop area as turns. So they count that as one whole turn. And then turn 6 is going to be a left-hander up here that they're going to be able to carry this long straightaway speed. They'll downshift a little sand section way up on the right-hand side as it curves in and out flats. And then final turn to get them ready for the straightaway here is going to be turn 7. So these drivers are ready to go. Watkins Glen International Speedway. AMP Iracing. All combined. Restart zone. Green flag racing for 40 laps. Reminder that cautions are localized. Bunchy Bird. Locking up the tires. 35. Her little Puma paint scheme. Barr is going to have his hands full. 7 all over the back bumper. Early passes could mean early pace setting. Aaron Ryan to the bottom. Everybody single file, not seeing any issues. Everybody just kind of laying out some time. And we'll see how these drivers work their way in. Thompson, into number 4. Ooh, through it. This is the biggest spot right here. Immense. Through the grass. If you're going to miss the turn, it's almost more important to just take the extra section. Aaron Ryan taking over the lead here over Josh Barr. Barr to the outside. Got passed right there. It is very important that if you were going to miss that turn, that you don't commit to the turn. You'll hurt yourself. You'll just break into that zone. You'll have to give up the time anyway. Might as well do so. Aaron Ryan. Oh, free on the corner. Going to give up the lead. Going to get passed by 2 drivers here. Barr, Davis, Beard actually making the pass here as well. Tires not warmed up enough yet. You can run fast laps, but you've got to maintain and manage your tires. There's the Toyota for Josh Barr clearing the corner. Here's a look at the speed of the drivers here as they come up through the sections. This is through the S's. Long straightaway. This is the straightaway before the inner loop or the bus stop area. Man, loud cars coming around there. The outer loop, very beautiful turn. Right there on the turtles for the rumble strip. Turn 6 coming up, the left-hander here. We'll see Sukic off 2, trying to work his way back forward. So is Ryan. Ryan's going to be off 2 as well. Rivera's going to be off on the corner here. We saw a lot of drivers pushing the way forward. Chris Cornett, the 88. Oh, 4 to the wall here. And Zach Thompson here. You got to just take it easy. Oh, somebody around the outside. Grotenboer in the 40. Loops it around, is going to be able to move back forward. A lot of time to make up. We'll try not to commit. Turner having an issue here on the bottom side. It's up through turn 1. Out of turn 1 all the way up through the S's. Grotenboer will need a penalty cleared. Barr 2.7, second lead now over Andrew Davis, James Beard. Aaron Ryan, Sukic is going to be there then as well. Oh, Yankees fan. But Andrew Davis back here is James Beard in tow. Turn 7, 3 laps complete. It'll be fast. Grotenboer having an issue again. Through the S's, off track again. 112.96 for Barr. On board James Beard. This is what his camera sees. Aaron Ryan all over the back bumper. BJ, thank you for the like, sir. James Beard holding on. Roberts, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Barr with a big lead here. Andrew Davis in second. James Beard's going to be in third. Aaron Ryan in fourth. Aaron Ryan trying to work it. He and Sukic are trying to work their way around James Beard. James Beard able to hold on to the corner. Aaron Ryan down to the bottom side. Turn 1. All the way to the outside. 7 will try to make the inside line work. 7 will have the inside corner committed. This is NASCAR, so the same rules don't apply that you see in the Road Series. The 7 will take the outside on this crossover. And he's trying to work. He's trying to get there. 7 will take the inside. Oh, yeah. I was going to say the 7 is trying to get through the passing zone. He's trying to commit the 28 to be faster than what he is. As these two try to work it harder, Josh Barr able to extend here. Davis is in second. Davis last time by 1:13.14. There's a 2.25 second difference between he and the driver in front of him. Going to push a little bit harder. 1:12.87 last lap for Barr. 1:13.14. James Beard on this last lap. 1:14.11. 2.5 seconds back for those drivers as well. John, thank you very much. Roberge, again, thank you very much. Davis 2.5 back. One of the things that I know about this racetrack is that 40 laps is more than enough to get yourself into a fuel strategy here. 75% fuel for most of the drivers, I do believe. Not for most, for all the drivers. I do believe it's 75% fuel. I'll have to go back and look again. Bear with me. Still, even with a green flag pit stop here, they don't need to change tires. It's usually a fuel-only kind of situation. The fall off on these tires, really not that much. Should be able to 113s, 114s as the fall off would go. If you got a big enough lead, it shouldn't matter. Barr, your race leader, 2.2. Yeah, last time Barr actually 1:14.17, 1:13.33. Beard runs a 1:13.88. Aaron Ryan and Sukic behind him are absolutely putting on blistering laps and much faster than what James Beard is doing. And Beard trying to hold on to this position as Aaron Ryan goes to the inside. Ryan on lap 6 just ran a 1:12.99. So able to work it. Thompson is going to be out in that Ford Mustang, trying to close into Chris Cornett. Cornett just ran a 1:13.36, started from the tail of the field, did not qualify. Brudenboer still trying to work on the race line, 1:15.98. That's his fastest lap. 40 making it work. 3 off tracks. 48's going to be in 11th. Lee Watson in 12th. Jeremy Daniels going to be up 2 spots so far. Cornette, again, your biggest mover of the race, but did not qualify. Probably could have qualified here and been up there running in the middle mix here. Yeah, you saw the Ford. Yep. Beard in 4th. 1:12.77. Barr now having to extend, seeing some of the drivers play catch up here. Joshua Barr, 11:20 on the I rating. Highest I rated driver in today's race. Zach Thompson at number 4, 12:73 on the Road Series. Sorry, take that back. Scodenboer, 13:50 on the. He's got a rookie, but a lot of rookie license here, but he may not have ran in the actual rookies outside of the rookie series. So 13:50 on the I rating, but I think he is not. This is why I rating doesn't matter for a lot of what you see. A lot of drivers get out there and they run their iRacing leagues and they don't run anything else. And so it's like, why does it matter? You know what I mean? $12.77 is going to be the magic number so far. We have not seen the 1:12.4s, which is what I know these cars can present. Davis 1:13.92, Aaron Ryan 1:13.26. 5-second lead for Barr. There it is. There's the 1:12.48. I knew they were there. Nine of 40. you haven't done so, folks, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream. It also helps these drivers out. Sukic in fourth here off one, trying to work his way back forward as well. And James Beard back to fifth. Ornette still in sixth. He is 1:13.73. Joshua Barr out front. Davis Ward. Toyota's going to lead two Chevys over a Ford and another Chevy. We'll throw it on exciting for everybody here. We know that the racing can tighten up for a few drivers. We'll see how it goes. I'll be taking a hydrate break real quick. I think my dog needs me, so I'll be right back. Just a second. Gilly, thank you very much for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you to everybody out there. It's 12 of 40 being completed. Turner, Thompson, David Aman, all these drivers all within a blanket of each other. Thompson, seventh here, trying to work his magic. Zach at number 4. There's a good race line. These two behind him have been hurt. I've been pushing it here, but here's Aaron Ryan. This is one of the things that I was waiting for to showcase. Josh Barr catching some lap traffic right now. There's the 40 in front of him. It's your race leader. But Andrew Davis and Aaron Ryan closed in on each other as well. A few little off tracks for a few drivers. But the moment you get into this, race line is where it holds on. Aaron Ryan to the inside. Going around Andrew Davis. A little battle for these two as they work on it. Davis and Aaron Ryan trying to close in 1:13.14. Zukic just ran his fastest lap of the race this last time by 3. He's figured something out as this track cools down. 1:13.24 for your race leader, so the drivers behind him actually faster. 1:13.72 for the 33 this time by. Andrew losing a little bit of touch on that last race line, so we'll see. There's a 7 trying to close in. That's Aaron Ryan and on the Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cam. So there goes the 33. That is Andrew Davis, top 3 night for him so far. We're hearing drivers little boot scooting boogie Thompson having an issue. That upper high lane, 40 is going to be dropping in right there. 33 goes around. Great passing lane for the 40. I'll tell you what, 40 did a great job right there. Keeping himself out of harm's way. They're running laps. Barr's going to be your race leader. 5 seconds the difference between he and Ryan. Joshua Barr making it look flawless. How about we go through your field? Scrotenborg off 3 from the start of the race. Going to be the first driver a lap down. Lee Watson, the next driver in the 00. Looking to be pushed in the right direction here. Mike at the 48, driving that Ford Mustang. His little right front damage is going to be in 11th here, off 2 from the start of the race. Jeremy Daniel, the number 5 car, has pushed and pulled, and, well, he sits 10th right now. Zach Thompson to the off 2 from the start of the race. The Ford was back up in 7th, now has to go back to work as that Ford Mustang puts little Josh Berry effort into this one as well. Oh, way wide, a little off track. Those off tracks will slow you way down, and those counts for incident points as well. So you got to be mindful of the 17 incident points on this series. David Ament in the 22. Ament's going to be right where he started. There's a couple of drivers right where they started. That's one of them. Turner in the 02 is going to be in 7th. Cornette's going to be in 6th, up 7. Again, trying to track down James Beard his last lap, 1:13.47. Beard just ran his fastest lap of the race for the first time, getting up below the 1:13.5 mark. 1:13.17, his fastest lap of the race. Faster each lap, and that's a good thing. Beard is trying to save a little bit of tire there, which is absolutely perfect when it comes to this race line. Get you into that 4th spot. Davis is going to be in 3rd, up 2 from the start of the race. Easy going for the time being. 15 of 40 completed. Aaron Ryan trying to track down the race leader. Joshua Barr gets around a few more drivers here. Lee Watson, first driver off the lead lap. Again, localized cautions, meaning that there's not going to be a caution unless the whole field's wrapped up into something. Right now, we'll see if Joshua Barr will hold on to it. NordVPN presents 25 to go. Thank you to AR Audio for being on board of the AMP Racing Series as well. Signature Esports sponsors, Made Racing, and of course, Chop Shop Racing. Carpets, if you're in the northern Outer Banks portion of North Carolina, lower Virginia area, Carpets gets all your hardwood and laminate floor needs. And make sure you give him a call. National TV Sales and Rental over here in the Missouri area. 19 locations across Missouri. We'll showcase anything you need with 90 days same as cash. Go check him out. Search Performance is part of Signature Esports and an iRacing team looking to better the future of the iRacer in you. You can join them by going to Search Performance on Facebook. Find them out there. Dark Horizon Fishing is a locally owned and operated business out there in the Virginia area as well. Make sure you check out Dark Horizon Fishing and book him today. And of course, and always, thank you to each and every one of you for being out there. Beef Jerky Unlimited is our driver cam sponsor. We encourage you to go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check them out. Thank you to all the sponsors and partners of Signature Esports, not to include you folks out there for being a part of what we do. We love our chats. We love what you folks do. It is 24 to go. Like seeing some good, decent road course racing. I know that we spent some time capitalizing on the Nürburgring this weekend. Or Nürburgring. It's been busy. 02, way up into the dirt. Big off track for RB. Camera switched for him there. It's into that braking zone right there. It's real easy to, if you get over the crest, that you can't really lock your brakes up and get yourself down into that. You want to stay in the flat. You want to stay on the pavement. The moment you get any kind of dirt or debris on the tires, and now he's going to have to deal with that for a few turns here to get those tires cleaned off. It is true to form. These tires get hot. They get sticky. Anything you pick up, whether it's grass or dirt or debris, you can definitely hear what these cars have to hold. So R&B trying to get back into it. Here's your race leader, Joshua Barr. Toyota still out front by 6.2 seconds. Aaron Ryan trying to level off some time. Sukic, it's going to be the faster driver on the racetrack right now, faster than everybody out front. Right at 1:13.27 there on the back bumper of Davis. Little tire bob there for the two. Sukic is right there on the back bumper of Andrew Davis. I think Andrew has just been kind of riding here. I don't know that he's really had to push all that hard. Aaron Ryan still trying to find a little bit more grip, a little bit more speed. The drivers behind him faster as they would be. Josh Barr, 1:13.36 here. 6.5 seconds. So we'll see if Ryan's going to be able to take care of it. Thompson coming to pit road as the number 4 car. Fuel is a thing. Impossible to make this on one pit stop, so we'll see if any of the drivers do. Again, this track is, if we go back to your race information, it's 2.4 miles in length. About 20 laps will put them right on par with green flag pit stops. You pit halfway, I mean, that's your race, right? 22 just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:13.46. That's what's great about this racetrack, is as you drive it, it just becomes more and more familiar. It's the repetition as things spread out becomes more on par with finding, you know, good race lines and finding your braking zones, and as you get faster, more becomes a presence here, you know what I mean? This Corvette, 1:13.17, just ran his fastest lap of the race. Oop, just blinked. No. 88's had a few internet issues the last couple of weeks, if I remember correctly. He's got some left side damage, though, on that 88. Ooh. Thompson off the racetrack as well. 4 coming off pit road. Going to be up through the uphill section of the S's. Josh Barr. The Thompson is 1 lap down now. Kurtenborg's on pit road. He's going to be out of the race. Do apologize about that. Actually out of the race. 35 makes it 21 to go. Aaron Ryan in second, 6.9 back. And right now, Sukic has got himself to 1, 2, 3 is Josh Barr, Ryan, and Sukic. I tell you what, they haven't a little battle. We'll see if these top 3. Usually, what happens is that there's either a battle for first and second, or there's a the leader checks out, and there's usually a battle for third, for second, third, and fourth. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing. Same concept, and we got little battles all over the racetrack. James Beard, Chris Cornett. Going to close in on each other. 3.8 second difference between James Beard and that driver. It'll be 4 seconds. I think James can. I know he can pick up the pace. 1:14.53 for Davis on his last lap. Barr just ran a 1:13.29. See if he decides that this lap is the lap, or next lap's going to be the lap. You know, they can make it 20 to go. Halfway through this one, Barr out front. Aaron Ryan. Justin just ran a 1:12.86. What I mean about these lap times. Andrew Davis locking up the corner. Beard coming around as well. You don't really. Some drivers don't run their fastest laps until later in the run. Beard 1:13.09 again. His tires have started to level off. Pressures are completely just fine. That's it. That's all you need. 3 off tracks for Barr. 2 just ran a 1:12.86, his fastest lap of the race. Ryan 6.9 back. This is not a track where tires are the big factor. Not this early. Normally, the big factor about these cars are getting yourselves in and out of pit road. Thompson having an issue here. through the inner loop, out to the outer loop. Your race leader again. 19 to go. Wheel hops, turn 1. Up through the S as he goes. Again, a big look. Here's the blimp cam. It's one of my favorite cameras. Showcases the skill necessary to run this race course. Right away before the inner loop. Very fast racetrack. The drivers are running into the braking zone. There's the inner loop right there, the bus stop, however you want to call it. 97 on into the slide zone. There's the outer loop right there. Big horseshoe kind of look. Off to the left right there would have been the old boot section of this racetrack, which is a ton of fun if you have not driven it. Again, look at the speeds that he gets up to. 164 into the braking area, 7.6 second lead. Third gear on the shift. Not seeing a lot of second gear shifting, except for when you get around this corner. You usually see drivers downshift a second, but able to hold on to it nice and clean. Third gear. 5 gears in this car. He's yet to hit 5th gear. Now the second gear on the turn here, 75 entering the corner. Up through the S's. How about the 2 and the 7 here? Closing in, 18 laps to go. This is the closest battle. The battle for second is usually the battle that you see. Andrew Davis is going to be in 4th. James Beard in 5th. Every one of these drivers giving each other a little bit more, get a little bit more ground to gain. And right now, 2 fastest driver on the racetrack. But Barr laying down a heater last time as well. 112.94, 112.86. What that 2 is catching him. A little at a time. He's had to go through a few drivers to get there, but he is catching him. See if we can see if the track map wants to work today. Excuse me. Yay, it's working. So right there is it's the 2. Aaron Ryan came to pit road. Beard came to pit road as well. We'll see these drivers hit their green flag pit stops. The 2 takes over 2nd. Andrew Davis back to 3rd here. Joshua Barr out front. A few drivers, somebody off track in front of him. Chris Cornett's going to be in 7th. He is working on a little bit more pace as well. He's coming around into that the final 2 turns before. Well, he came out on 20. So there's not much you can say about splitting this race in half. It pretty much the ideal portion. If you have a 40-lap race and you can make it 40, you can do it here. The 35's tires being cooked right now, 113.04. Not bad. It's going to stay out one more, I do believe. Two coming to pit road. Andrew Davis back to 2nd. And Barr is your race leader here. 12.5 seconds here. And 13 flats. So we'll see if new tires do anybody any justice. Not really a tire track. $16 to go. Whoa, somebody hit the wall back here. What is that? Kind of yeeted himself across the line, or across that zone. Barr coming to pit road. Davis is yet to come to pit road as well. Come around. A lap lead here is a big deal. He'll take over the lead. He will be able to lead a lap there. He'll be able to come to pit road this next time by. Aaron Ryan coming out of the braking zone as well. Out of the outer loop. Onto the long straight. Barr has such a good lead here. That number one pit stall. We'll see if anybody's going to be able to close in the distance. So Aaron Ryan coming out. We'll see Josh Barr on pit road. Oh, Barr might be serving a penalty here. I think so. I think Joshua Barr serving a penalty. 15 laps to go. We'll have a lot of time to make up. The pit road speed. Is that pit road too fast entering, I think. Yeah. Unfortunate for him. The top three will try to work their way out. Davis can be calm here and come to pit road. Watch his pit road entry. Barr's going to be able to lead pit road any moment now. There he goes. So Cornette got around him. Barr has a ton of time to make up here. 14 seconds between he and Cornette. Andrew Davis minding pit road entry here. That's huge. Joshua Barr had the car to beat. 22 of David Ament's going to be up to speed. 35 comes over to block the 22. 22 to the inside. 35 of Josh Barr has to get up to speed. It's what you see in that one. Got to get up to speed. Got to get yourself rolling. And oh man. Andrew Davis will be leaving pit road. Aaron Ryan takes over. Justin Sukic has the opportunity here to close in. Was one of the fastest on the longer haul. Aaron Ryan, everybody came in and took tires. I'm surprised we didn't see anybody not do the short pit strategy. Actually, RB covered twice. Just as fast as he was on older tires as he did on newer tires. Barr back to pit road. Of a drive-through. Quite sure what happened there. Josh Barr back to pit road. Led the first half of this race. Has led the most laps this race as well. Come back to pit road. And I believe he's having to get a fast repair. Got the nose fixed on the car. 13 laps. Is about to go a lap down to Aaron Ryan. Barr from the lead to almost a lap down now. Didn't even see what happened. We're going to take a look. Here's what happened to Josh Barr right here. This is when he came back to pit road. This is when he left pit lane, so forgive me here. This is him leaving pit lane. I wanted to see what happened here. They missed this part right here. Oh, no. Oh, just goosed it. He did. That's where he had to take the fast repair. Man, oh man, unfortunate for him. Sometimes when you go from having such a dominating day. Russell, thank you for becoming a supporter out there. Much love to you. Big dance. Dun, 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 dun. I hear music in my headset. Thank you for becoming a supporter out there on old YouTube. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're legendary. Fastest lap of the race just ran by the two. Closing in 2.3 seconds. 1:12.45. And now with an opportunity as Aaron Ryan got around the 35 of Barr. Barr does have a fast car. He can get back around the 7 here and make it a little bit harder for the 7 to complete those passes, or he can keep himself in check. There's Watson to the outside. The 2 is carrying. How about a top 3 night for Andrew Davis? He's got plenty of time between he and Chris Cornett, who's inside the top 4, he's 4th right now, inside the top 5. Aaron Ryan working it. Thank you very much for becoming a member out there. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of our members and all of our fine folks that give us a little bit of their days, a little bit of their, I don't know, just awesome. It's awesome. Thank you very much. All right. New lead. Barr is faster. Barr could probably get around the 7 here. Get his lap back. The 2's faster as well. 2 closing in the pace. This is a race pace for Aaron Ryan. He's got to control. He's got to control. Oh, 35. Way out. I saw that one. What a way to hold on to it. He went way out. That's what he did. The 2 in second. Watching all these guys slide around this racetrack is absolutely a blast. Right now you have a little 3-car battle in front. Here's Thompson. Jeremy Daniel, the driver in front of him. But if you look, Josh Barr is right behind these drivers as well. 1.5 separates Ryan and Zukic. Zukic is right there. A wall tap for a couple of the drivers. Andrew Davis had an off track a little while ago on 28. Should be fine. 10 laps to go. Jeremy Daniel. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate it. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for becoming a member on our YouTube channel. I don't remember how much it is. I got one that's a $1 level. We got a $3 level, and I think we got a $5 level. I can't remember how much the membership stuff is. It's Jeremy, get off me, Dave. I don't do the nickname stuff. That's all on them. I do the regular old stuff. I appreciate it. I appreciate the membership. Was it 99 cents? See? For 17 cents a day, you can support a small streamer like me. See, that's not a bad deal. It's 99 cents. I'm going to get half of it. For 50 cents a day. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. That's not bad. I knew there's like a $1 level. Come on, try to keep it cheap. Also got Jeff Bezos money out there on Twitch that we get that you can do if you have a Prime. And Amazon Prime, folks, I encourage you to use your Amazon Prime for any content creator. It doesn't have to be me. Use that free Bezos money. Battle here for the 4, the 5. Daniel and Thompson. And Barr right here as well. There's your race leader, Aaron Ryan, trying to get around these drivers as well. The 2 is 1.7 back. Justin really doing his thing. But Aaron Ryan says, I need around these guys like now. The 35 is carrying in. Thompson to pit road. 8 laps to go. And 99 cents not that bad. But I appreciate it. I like the opportunity. Now we just need 10,000 more members. Yeah. Right through the 4. I think we're seeing the incident points tick up here I know Thompson had 15 off track, so that's going to be a drive-through penalty. I think that's what just happened for the 4 car. Josh Barr able to squeeze back to 7th here. Aaron Ryan seeing the misfortune of Josh Barr, and then, so anything can happen. You can make a mistake at any point. 8 laps to go. Ooh, 35, way outside. That's the 2 go. Gives up the race line. Says, all right, go get him. Davis in 3rd. Ryan has a race to defend now. Now the race for the lead is on. Jeremy Daniel right behind Barr. Both drivers free off of that turn. Comes a 48. Micah rebounded as well. Lee Watson going to be 20 seconds off that pace, but we'll see who's got it in them. Can anybody? Yeah, I mean, we see in half the field still on the lead lap. So that's that. So as small as the field is today for Watkins Glen, half the field on the lead lap's a big deal. James Beard trying to close in the 19 seconds he needs for that top 5 night. Aaron Ryan's going to be out front by 2.1. And the 2 has enough laps here to be able to close in. We'll see how this works. Curious. Very curious. Bound through the field here a little bit. We're going to bounce. Most of these drivers. Davis sits in 3rd, has about 23 seconds between he and that driver. This is R&B Turner and Zach Thompson. These 2 are on the same cycle. Good battle here. Ford in the 0-2. Ford had to come to pit road with the pass-through. He's just got to keep it clean here. He's only a few laps away from one finish in the race, but you don't want to see any more contact, any more issues. You don't want to touch the grass. Able to carry him that corner. Very nice entry. It's probably one of the better entries here. We saw 1:15.8 his last lap. Aaron Ryan and Justin Sukic here. Justin has closed in a little bit of that time. Turn 1 better for the 2. He was able to carry speed. Aaron Ryan slipped up there in turn 1. Went over turn 1 a little bit too far. Split the turtle, so he's got to send it now. For 5 laps to go, the 2 very much in striking distance here as Aaron Ryan goes to the corner. Been very clean on this racetrack. 122. R had an issue back here, had an off track as well. Josh Barr 7 off tracks since he had 2 off tracks before he started before he came to pit road as the race leader, and then has had 5 more since. And you expect to have a few off tracks. It is a road course racing, of course, and Watkins Glen has a few places out here that I think should not be considered an off track, but it happens that way. 7 way out to the race line. 2's going to slip up a little bit of that corner, so the draft section here, this is that front straightaway. 4 laps to go. We've seen the 2 really push the corner. Watch all the way down here. Better corner for the 2 over the 7, but the 7 might be able to get through the S's here a little bit better. Out of the corner, up the corner, right near the wall. Ooh, oh, man. When you're flirting with the edge of the racetrack, that's what you hear right there. Aaron Ryan. Seven. Davis still sits in third, but not far back. Chris Cornett, who's got back-to-back wins. Want to hold on. Got a little bit of speed. I think Davis might need to step it up just a little bit here. He wants to be able to hold off. He's got a 1.8 second difference on lap times. Andrew Davis to Chris Cornett behind. Last 5 lap times, you see 1.8 second gain on the last time. So he's good. I know he might be saving here, but he might need to push a little harder. We'll see. 1:13.04 for Cornett. 5 seconds is not that. It's not that bad, but it's easily made up if something goes wrong. So hopefully, it's all about pace. It's all about that pace. Right now, 3/4 of a second, 3 laps to go. Aaron Ryan, Justin Sukic. Sukic right there. Through the inner loop. Carrying the corners. 2 ran his fastest laps of the race later in the first stint when he was on the oldest portion of his tires. Right now, 4/10 of a second difference here from the 7 to the 2. 2 splits the seam there as well. That's where you can carry a lot of momentum, but right now he's in the draft section. 1/4 second's going to be trying to take that inner loop. 7 to the outside. This is where braking's been better for the 2. 7 to the wall. 2 now in tow. Thompson having an issue. Battle for the lead. Turn 1. 2 laps to go. You got to be on defense. 7 rearview mirror driving up through the S's. Going to go better for the 2 here. Watch the relative clean itself out. The 2 is going to be on the throttle harder. Going to be right in here. This is where Ryan can break a little bit of that draft, get into the braking zone a little better. Carry a little bit more speed up through the corner, up over the berms. Inner loop works better. 7 able to defend here. A little better for the corner, but watch the exit for the 2. 2's going to be right up on the high side. It's going to be able to, oh man, good exit. Both drivers maintaining the relative all right there. The 2 drops the corner. 7 up on the outside. Good exit for him. 7 rockets the corner. 2 trying to heavy brake. It is white flag this time by. 7 more corners. Half second the distance. This went from a big lead for your race leader to a battle for second for the longest time. And after some mistakes from Barr, it's down to these 2. And a good closure for the 2. The 7 of the 2 working on it here. Aaron Ryan into the inner loop. No mistakes. Need flawless lines. Need a great defense. Here comes the 2. He's putting in the effort. He's got the energy to the back bumper. Braking zone for the 7. 2, 1/4 second down into the straightaway. Long. This is where the passing zone has to be. 7, 2 sideways. Ryan had a defense. The 2 try to step into it. Final 2 turns. Left-hander for Ryan. Right-hander into the corner. 2 final turn. Aaron Ryan. Barring a wall hit here. Drag race to the finish line. Aaron Ryan's going to win it here. 2 comes home in P2. Davis will be coming around the corner here one more time. A 12.8 second lead. And Andrew Davis blinking there coming across the line. I hope he finished 3rd. Says he finished 3rd. This race will finish it up. It'll time itself out. This Cornett will come across the start-finish line. He'll be inside the top 5. Probably could have had a top 3 night there. I don't know if he didn't have a qualifying night, but hey, what a great race for that driver as well. David Ament coming around. He's going to finish in 5th. James Beard trying to capitalize, finish sixth. He's one of the other drivers that have yet to finish. Thompson comes around. He's going to be in ninth. Beard. Barr in seventh. Disappointing night for that driver. That's one of the things about the race that can go wrong. When it does go wrong, it seems like it comes in twos, and that's what happened to him. So, much love to him. Aaron Ryan will come around, pace the field. We're waiting for the rest of the drivers to do it. The race, it was a decent race. I thought it was going to come down to the end with those two. They did a great job. Waiting for the race results to tally up so we can show them to you. Budgie. We're still missing a driver. There it is. All right. There's the rest. It's like, where did the rest of it go? It didn't finish up. Aaron Ryan, Justin Sukic, Andrew Davis. Going to be your top three. Chris Cornett, David Ament's going to be there. Your top five. Beard, Barr, Turner, Thompson, Daniel, Watson. 48 finishes in 12th, and Andrew finishes in 13th. Justin did a great job of catching the 7 there, and the battle on the end of it was just that much more intense and very cool to watch and prevail. It was a great little time there. I think it was a great little time. I do love this track, and I'm very much I'm a very big fan of this racetrack. This racetrack provides some great racing, and Watkins Glen is just a great racetrack to these Cup cars. I think it's this, and I'm a big fan of Sonoma in these cars as well. So good little race. It's talk to your race winner, who's going to be Mr. Ryan of the number 7, having to hold off the old 2 behind you. This one looked like it was, I would say it was an entertaining race. And I mean, you went from a guy who had a 7-second lead to, when I was talking about these races usually either go, somebody either steps out or there's a battle for 1 and 2. And if the leader steps out, then it's a battle for second, third, fourth, fifth, all in that sector. And that happened for the longest portion of this race. And then and I think in the grand scheme of things here, it still worked out to be a phenomenal race. Tell me about this one, because the 1 minute you kind of settled for second, the next minute you're you're racing for a win.
Yeah, that was a nuts one. In the beginning, starting second, I was like, I think I have a chance to contest Barr if I can try to stay with him. And then just on cold tires, kind of losing it out of the last turn. I was able to save it, and I think I ended up like fifth after that. And I was like, all right, we'll just change game plan. Like, we'll just try to make ground, go for a good position. And then I was up in second. And then once we pit cycled, I was in first. And I'm like, oh, all right. Change the game plan again. Let's try to win the race. But Zook he was so fast on the old tires. My blood was pumping for like the last 15 laps there. I thought he was going to catch me. I knew it was going to be easy for him to catch me, but passing on this track, even if you're faster, is not easy. But luckily he got loose out of like the second to last turn, I think, right out of the carousel.
Yeah, right out of the outer loop, turn 5. He kept stepping. He did something that a lot of drivers didn't do until later in the run. A lot of the drivers did it. They used the rumble strips to try to get themselves that turn grip. He was utilizing that more later in the run. And one of the things about this track is that you can go forever on a set of tires. And what I saw from him was his fastest laps weren't until later in the run. And similar to you were faster early, but then like you had a lull period, and you seemed to be faster later as well. So those 113 flats seem 113 ones, 113 twos seem to be a little earlier in the run, and then a little later in the run. It was like